Distance learning curricula in cloud computing, file storage, content prepared by Frane Urem. Good afternoon and welcome to the cloud computing course. This course was developed as a result of the Erasmus Plus project Code-In. All you need for learning is internet access and a computer. The course contains a total of 10 topics, and in this topic, we will say something more about the block or disk storage services. Probably your first use of cloud computing services was a case of using file storage as a service. Today, there are a bunch of vendors that provide such services. You probably use them for sharing files or backing up your data. However, the file storage service has a number of other applications that we will show in the rest of this course. Before diving deeper into the service, let us first look at file storage. Simply put, file storage is a hierarchical collection of documents organized into named directories. All of us are familiar with it. Whether you're using Linux machines or Windows machines, you're familiar with how you organize your files into folders and directories, and several of them. Now, the difference is that in the cloud, we have distributed file systems. These are not local to your machine, and the two most common ones we use are NFS for Linux, Network File System and Server Message Block, and SMB for Windows. Unix and Windows support the protocols and the standards, and many details around operating systems and hypervisors support this. What are the use cases for file storage? The first use case is many enterprise applications that need shared files. The file storage service provides that. Many of us have used corporate directories where we have shared folders where we keep our content. This is an example of a general purpose file system. Microservices and containers are typically stateless, and if you think about these architectures, there has to be a place where you maintain the state of these microservices and containers. Many times, users would use a shared file system to manage that state, and there are several other use cases like high-performance computing, scale-out applications, analytics, and many more, where you would use file storage service. In a nutshell, how does file storage work? As you can see in the picture, you have a single data center in a cloud region. You have a couple of compute instances. They are all talking to the shared file system, and that is your file storage service. It has shared storage for compute instances. Currently, NFS version 3 is a distributed file system standard. You can take a backup of the file system, which we call snapshots. That protects your data. If your folders or directories get deleted, you can always restore them from the snapshots. Additionally, data can be retrieved even if the instance cannot be started or has been deleted. There are several levels of security that can be applied to file storage. In general, it is possible to use standard services such as identity and access management or security lists that manage the lowest rights regarding mounting the target or accessing the mounted disk. More detailed editing of access rights is possible at the export option and network file system level to control the rights to write, delete, and change data. In addition, you have data at rest encryption. and in-transit encryption, meaning the traffic is encrypted when your commute instances are talking to the shared file system. To complete this unit, study and review the following online resources. Thank you for your attention.